Hello everybody, welcome to the YouTube channel of the Tadros brothers. Hope all is well. Daniel Tadros live for you here. The sun is settling down. Maybe it'll get darker and darker. For those of you who don't know, I do French videos for the province of Quebec here in Canada, Quebec, with my twin brother, and I do them in English as well. So it's kind of a translation of what's happening. And I want to start by saying that appearances are deceiving. And I think that most of populations in North America have not seen this a radical change in their social and kind of in the social system. There is a totalitarian regime that's being imposed, a dictatorship being imposed through this COVID thing, and people are just not noticing because we haven't been used to this. I mean, never have we had such a tyranny imposed on us by our governments due to this COVID thing, and people are not noticing that. We've been too used to a system that's just we don't have governments that are tyrants, but now this is what's happening, and people, especially here in Quebec, I'm noticing that nobody's really doubting the government, but not so much. And I'm yelling on every rooftop that we're having. This is a dictatorship, it's a tyranny, it's a police state. And you have to wake up because you've never been through this. And it's not like people in Berlin, well, they know it, and they're gonna get the government out. But here, we don't feel it, and the perception is deceiving. We think that our governments are there to protect us, but they're really not. Like fluoride in our water, or like fluoride in our toothpaste, it's there to make sure that we don't have cavities, apparently. But if you look it up, what fluoride does in our water and in our toothpaste is that it effectively makes us more docile. If you look at, you look it up, you'll find out all of the bad effects of fluoride on our pineal gland, and that it's really not suggested even if you don't swallow it like the toothpaste. And they used to make people, the kids, rinse with it in class and spit it out, imagine. And usually it's under a pretext of protecting our people, that they impose a lot of things, and we let go of our rights and liberties. But when we let go of our rights and liberties for security, we end up losing both. Not the right way for our supposed protection. I'm kind of doing the translation here, so I was addressing the Quebec public in French and all that, and we have all these comedians doing impersonations of myself here in Quebec. So thanks, guys, in English, but I don't know if you guys know them. A lot of comedians are kind of doing some videos on me and my brother and whatever. All good. Keep it up. Keep it up. So I want to tell you guys that part of the reason why we are all mixed up here in Canada, in Quebec especially, and all over the place, is that it's on purpose that we have these contradictory messages. And the perfect way to rule is to divide the people. Everybody's fighting on Facebook, whether whatever is good, the masks are good, hydroxychloroquine is good, and we're fighting amongst each other while they're still perpetuating their plan. And it's still going through, and that's the best way to divide. And it's normal that you're so mixed up. And most people that are mixed up just say, well, just forget it, I'll just put the mask. But we're treated as imbeciles, as children, and the information is so contradictory that we don't know what to think anymore. And you know what? I feel like telling everybody listening, that is normal. It's normal that you're fighting with your brother, or fighting with your cousins, or fighting with your girlfriend, or fighting because they're polarizing everybody. Furthermore, Facebook is helping that as well, because the algorithms help to polarize. So please do not fight amongst each others. I saw an example yesterday on Facebook. You put red ants together and black ants together in a pot, and you mix it, and they all start fighting amongst each others. The question, because they think the black ant is the enemy or the red ant is the enemy, the question is, who is shaking the pot? Who's shaking it? That's who we have to fight against. Not against our neighbors and our friends and our family. Look at who's shaking the pot. You'll find out who we have to fight against. That was a beautiful image. For people that want to know a bit about the future, please watch Black Mirror. They have one full episode on the social credit score, the Chinese social credit score, which are being imposed here in Canada through this COVID thing. The social credit score, the on-ramp for the social credit score is this medical propaganda, this medical lie that COVID is so dangerous, that we need to follow everybody, all that. Their narrative is about to crumble, but should it continue, they will impose a social credit score through this and control all the populations of the world. That's the plan, guys, by the WHO, by the IMF, by the United Nations. These are all corrupt institutions that their power, they're controlled by the powers of the world. The great UN, I respected the United Nations, a peaceful organization and all that, but it's a political tool to control the countries, or countries do not belong to us anymore, through the IMF, through the banking systems, all that, guys. It's all controlled. There's a big restructuring that has to happen worldwide, hopefully. When Trump will win, he's slowly kind of like letting these go, letting the WHO go, okay? He's doing the right thing. He's on the right side of the force. And 28 days before the election, Trump decides that he's got COVID, 14 days of confinement because he has COVID. 28 days to the election day, and he's taking half of that to cure his sickness. So with Operation Warp Speed, they created the hydroxychloroquine through perfusion. I think they call it perfusion in English. And it cures it fast, rapidly. I think he's going to prove that a fat, obese, 74-year-old man can get cured by this remedy that they created with the FDA. I think that's the reason why he's doing it. This is what I think happened, is that he's doing something right now with the alliance worldwide. He took 14 days off, went to the military hospital, did a speech to the Patriots, recorded the video, flew on Air Force One, apparently over Canada. By the way, the Patriots, he's addressing the Patriots, is a new word for Q. So we're replacing the word Q with Patriots because we're at a higher level here of digital soldiers, and they're fighting off all the Q posts. So we need to speak differently and use the Patriots. So he's addressing the Patriots. He did his video, left on Air Force One, and then we saw this black SUV with Trump in it with a mask. I suspect that's his look-alike. I don't think that was Trump. He didn't look like him. He had a mask in the SUV. We could only see his eyes. I think that was his look-alike. So anyway, so he's doing something. Something's up. Something's up. Okay. So this brings me to the point of our financial system, which will see a reset. Because our financial system is at its end right now. I mean, of its life. And there's cryptocurrency that is looking to replace it. There's the XRP altcoin that is working with all the banks. And what I got a flash of a few days ago is that this international SWIFT system, which is the wire transfer system, which deals with all the interbanks around the world, big amounts through country to another, is old, dates from 1970s, is expensive, and is slow. And it's easier to put $100,000 in a pack sack and cross the border cheaper and faster if you want to send money to China. So this SWIFT system is due to change, is called upon to be changed. And a lot of people have been working hard on this, especially the altcoin XRP in cryptocurrency. And I think the plan is to make the big heads roll of the global financial systems, of the global banks, of the central banking system, make those heads roll and change the system below their feet. I think this must happen at the same time. But I want to put a little note here is I don't think XRP is necessarily the good solution for replacement necessarily. I'm not sure if the IMF is behind it. I'm not sure if the good guys are there. As digital soldiers, we must make sure that the replacements of our financial systems are with the good guys and that we're not re-centralizing power again, like the current central banking system. Okay, so this is my my note here. Okay, I give 12 classes of cryptocurrency, by the way. On the links below, you can follow the links below. It's in French. Might do them in English, but for the moment they're in French. Sorry. And I also do a 12-week class on how to quit your day job, do what you love, and live of your passions. At the bottom as well. Just a few more points here before I let you guys go. It's starting to become dark here. So right here in Quebec, they imposed the masks for the kids today in the classrooms. It's terrible. And Walmart is becoming the watchdog for people that don't wear masks or that don't wear good masks. I've been warned twice that they didn't want to make me pay. So the biggest retailer is the watchdog for the type of mask that you wear. I have a transparent mask, just a big bullshit kind of thing, and they didn't want me to pay because it was a transparent mask. They want us to wear the mask with tissue or whatever that is. It's all bullshit. Bullshit. So Walmart has been elected as the watchdog. And you're like, come on. So guys, one last message before I let you guys go. We are fighting here a war on attention, on how much attention we're focusing on the government, dictatorship, and how much attention we're focusing on videos like mine that are just positive and uplifting. And I'm giving you guys some good information that our medias are not transmitting. And we also have a war on vibration. We have to have a positive vibration, uplift people, not go into this fear, this big fear that people are going, fighting against each other, telling on your neighbors. This is old, guys. These are old energies. We don't want this in our new world. We want to uplift people, live, the less government possible. And we're right at the maximum of this. We're at the upper limit of what's happening. But with people like us and like you that are watching, we must be in the positive and the uplifting. It's a war on the good spirit, and this will help a lot. And waking people up that our current systems are not serving us, and the governments are not. We're not fighting a war on the virus. We're fighting a war on the international forces that want to make us slaves of their system. Keep that in note. We're not fighting a war against this virus. The virus is over, guys. Whatever they're imposing on you guys is just bullshit. All right? So thank you for tuning in. My name is Daniel Tadros with my twin brother Eric Tadros. We do these videos to help us get through this thing and re-inform everybody. And if you guys want to make a donation, we have our email at the bottom. Help us keep our channel alive. It motivates us when we get a little bit of money, $5, $10, $20, $50, whatever you guys feel is right. And we'll receive it with a lot of joy, see that what we're doing is making a difference. So thank you for being listening in. Thank you for being with us. Cheers. Peace and love. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. See you next time.